Back here on the Westmoreland Sports Network pregame show, you heard from Coach Mark Marizaldi as we continue from Al's Field, and now it's time to talk with senior left fielder Brandon Josey as we get you ready for Mercyhurst and Seton Hill first round of the Atlantic Regional Tournament. And as we battle away the bugs here at Al's Field as they continue to attack us, Brandon, congratulations on getting to the regional. Talk about what it's meant to you to have all this success here just in your second year here at Seton Hill after transferring from a lone community college in California.
Oh, it's been awesome, Jason. It's just been a great experience. I'm very lucky because I came from a junior college and a bunch of my friends, they kind of just moved on and played at some bad schools. I was very fortunate to get the opportunity from Coach Mark Marizaldi to come here, and it's just worked out great. And there's nothing better than winning, and you can sacrifice playing time to be on a winning team any day, and it's been awesome.
I do want to ask you what brought you to Seton Hill. I'll do that in a little bit. Talk about how difficult it was, the 2-1 loss to Kutztown in the PSAC tournament. You guys had that 1-0 lead, allowed them to tie the game, and then ended up losing 2-1 in 12 innings. Sure, that was a very tough loss for the team, but also it has to really eat at you for the last 2 weeks you haven't played, and I'm sure that'll drive you here in the Atlantic Regional, huh?
Yeah, it was tough. 12-inning loss by 1 run and single elimination. Just felt really helpless. But we've been playing so good. We swept Cal to end the regular season, 4 games. And we played really well in that 12-inning game. We hit the ball over the park. Mike Biddle was outstanding. So, I mean, I think we're rolling still besides that loss. I think we're right where we need to be.
Yeah, no errors, no walks. Yeah. You heard Coach Marizaldi talk about just a couple of moments ago. One of the other questions that I asked him, I want to ask you too, Brandon, is about the inter-squad games. You guys played a couple of them, but I want to ask you how seriously the guys took that, because again, this is your first game in 2 weeks, so I'm sure you guys wanted to play those games as true and as real as you possibly could.
Yeah, Coach Mark, he is trying to keep the competitive energy high. After that loss, it started a little slow, but every inter-squad throughout this week, it was a great week of practice that we built up to this game today, and the last inter-squad was highly competitive. Everyone's ready to go, but everyone's relaxed too. So I think the inter-squads and the way we worked out in the gym leading up to this week, just like any other week, was a great way to prepare.
Talk about your season personally to date. You've been so consistent since you've gotten here to Seton Hill. What we know from you, you're going to hit around 300. You're going to get the sacrifice bunt down when you need to. You can steal bases. You can get hit by pitches. You can make the plays in left field. You've been so consistent. Talk about your play coming into the regional so far this season, Brandon.
The biggest thing for me was consistency. And I think it took me 4 years of college baseball to finally figure that out, and that's the biggest thing about baseball, is trying to be consistent, trying to be healthy. I got hurt at the end of last year, so my biggest thing was getting in the gym and staying healthy this year. So that was a big key to me, big key for me to stay on the field and just try and take a great mental approach every day and just take the up and downs and just grow every day, get better every day.
One of the best bunters on this team. Is that something you take pride in, getting the ball down? I know with you at the plate, the other team, if they do their scouting right and there's a guy on third, they always have to be guarding against the squeeze, and the third baseman playing back, you're not afraid to lay down a bunt. Is that something you take a lot of pride in?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you can get your job done getting a bunt down, it's going to keep you in the lineup. And not only keep you in the lineup, but it's going to help the team win, most importantly. And especially today against Altavilla, against a really good pitcher, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to be in one of those situations or one of our team members is going to be asked to get a crucial bunt down.
Talking with Seton Hill left fielder Brandon Josey here on the pregame show. Don't forget you can watch this interview a little bit later on our website. It'll be up on our YouTube page. A couple more questions for you, Brandon. We've remarked a couple of times on the broadcast, more than just a couple, of the culture here at Seton Hill with the way guys do not get out of the way of pitches. Now, again, this is your second year here at Seton Hill, despite the fact you're a senior after transferring. But you fit in that role very nicely as you actually lead the team, getting hit 14 times this year. Talk about the culture, this Seton Hill baseball program. You guys do not give up those free 90s. When you can stay in there and take one off the arm or what have you, you're going to stay in there and do it.
Yeah, it's just the toughness that Seton Hill brings. It's always been that way. I mean, last year we broke the NCAA record against Millersville with I think 11 or 14 hit by pitches. And for me personally, it's just a free base. Coach Mark teaches that all the time. It's only hurt for a second. It's just a matter of not giving up your space in the box. So it's just been the way. It's been the way I've played all the time, and luckily I came to a team that plays the same way.
Is that a message that everybody conveys to the new players and the freshmen coming in to stay in the box when in your at bat and take those free first base if you can get them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's the easiest way to get quality at bat, and we keep track of that stuff. And yeah, we teach the freshmen right away, especially in fall ball.
You mentioned Altavilla going up against perhaps the top pitcher in the PSAC, one of the best in the country today. How excited are you guys about the challenge? Are you very excited about the challenge to get here and to get to a playoff game and go up against the best pitcher in the PSAC?
Absolutely. I don't think there's any other pitcher we'd rather face. I mean, there's no denying it. He's one of the best pitchers. Well, that makes us all really excited. I mean, he got his last time, but we had our opportunities. I think we're really going to capitalize on those opportunities when it comes around today. We just got to get jobs done, but everyone's very excited to face one of the best pitchers.
We asked Coach Maz about the approach you guys have to take against him individually. I mean, what do you think? What do you have to do against Dan to have some success?
Well, we know he's going to throw strikes, first of all, so we're going to try and attack early. He's going to fill up the zone, so we got to be ready to hit the fastball because we're going to see a fastball with some good velo, but we got to hit it early in the count. And also as a team, last time in this last couple starts, he finished stronger than he started, so a big key that we've been talking about at practice is punching early and getting the first couple runs across the board and making a statement early, because he'll probably get stronger as the game goes on.
Brandon, I have to ask you, when you talk about Division II football, you normally see California kids and all over the country coming to Seton Hill and other places in the PSAC, but in baseball it's very rare to see someone the whole way from the West Coast come to Pennsylvania, here to Greensburg, and play at Seton Hill. What was the connection there? Talk about what brought you to Seton Hill for the whole way. Now we're talking not Cal U, we're talking about California, the state. What brought you the whole way here to Pennsylvania?
Well, I got pretty lucky. One of the first graduate assistants at Seton Hill, actually the first, was Coach Roberto Saenz, and he made his way out to California, and he was my junior college assistant coach. And just by working hard every day, I made a great impression with him, and he made a couple calls to Maz, had a visit to Seton Hill, fell in love with it, mainly the team, just a great atmosphere. I mean, it just worked out perfect for me.
That's what I was going to ask you. How did the team welcome you when you came here last year, and how quickly did you get adjusted to the snow and everything? I'm sure it wasn't an easy adjustment for you, Brandon, but how quickly do you think you got adjusted to everything? Did the team help out a lot, I'm sure, in that area, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I really came out here that August, it was tough. I mean, I didn't know anyone the first day, but instantly I had 35, 40 friends right away. And I've told everyone this from day one. The team got me through that transition. And just playing on a winning team, having fun with the guys every single day. I mean, that's what it's all about. So I really credit it to my team and the coaches to help me get out here.
I know you'd like to continue your coaching career after you're done, but talk about what you're majoring in right now and your plans for after graduation.
I just finished up my sports management bachelor's right now. And that's another thing. I think our team's going to play really loose today because we all just finished finals.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's a lot less to worry about. Not many distractions, so we're ready to play ball. But other than that, I've applied to a few spots to get a GA spot, kind of like Seton Hill does. And I plan on getting my master's in business administration when baseball's over.
Well, Brandon, good luck today. Hopefully a ton of more playoff games are in your future. We obviously believe that's the case. It's been very fun working with you, and also your parents, hearing from Stu all the time and having him put together his videos and everything. It's been a lot of fun having you here at Seton Hill, and again, hopefully a lot more games in the future here in the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
That's left fielder Brandon Josey here on the pregame show. Also want to thank Jason, who's behind the camera, for holding it very long while we do this interview. So thanks a lot, Jason. We appreciate that. We'll take a break, and we will have starting lineups and first pitch for you coming up in a moment right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Go Griffs.